Hey everybody, and welcome back to Art a la Carte. Designing characters is probably one of my most favorite things to do, but every once in a while I feel like I'm in a kind of a rut, like the same kind of look to my characters. And I'm not talking about style, I'm talking about the actual elements that go into creating an actual character design. So when I find that I have this issue or I'm feeling a little bit uninspired, I have an exercise that I'll make myself do that really helps to break out of that, to help me think outside of the box and generally come up with some pretty fun ideas. But before I jump into sharing that idea with you, I want to give a big thanks to the sponsor of today's video, which is Skillshare. Skillshare has been sponsoring my channel for quite a while now, and I really do like the features that they have to offer. They're an online learning community where creative people from all over can gather together to help in their artistic journey. Skillshare offers thousands of inspiring classes for creative and curious peoples, and their topics range across the board, from illustrations and graphic designs, which is something that I enjoy doing, to pushing myself a little bit further, maybe with photography, animation, creative writing, to more techie things like web development or marketing, productivity, music, things I'm not super good at. A subscription to Skillshare is really affordable, with an annual membership coming up to being less than $10 a month. A topic that I have been recently interested in is oil painting. If you guys watched my last video, you'll see that I gave a go at oil painting again, not my favorite medium. So that's when I decided to jump on Skillshare to see what kind of videos they had. So one that I am working through is an introduction to oil painting by Aaliyah Atmore. She's going through all of the basic information, which gives me a great foundation for my oil painting journey. If you guys are already part of Skillshare, I will leave a link to her classes in the description box below so you can check them out. But if you have never tried Skillshare before, they have a great deal for you. In the description box, I'll post a link with a code that will give you the first 2 months of Skillshare for absolutely free. That way you can test it out and check out some of the awesome classes for yourself. But before you jump over to Skillshare, let me share my exercise to help you get out of that creative design rut. If you follow me on social media, you might have already gotten a sneak peek at this. I will get a random list of items. Any kind of items. In fact, for this one, I posted on social media asking you guys to suggest some things, and oh, you guys did so great at your suggestions. So I simply said, anything, any kind of item, it doesn't matter. It can be a person, place, thing, food, whatever. Just give me some suggestions. I got suggestions like toothbrush, shopping bag, violin, nail clippers, honey, gemstones, ramen noodles, sports. There was a lot. Once I have a selection of random items, I will pick one. Now here's my big tip for you. Don't overthink this part. Just jump in there, pick maybe the first or second one that pops into your mind and start drawing. Drawing what? Doesn't matter. You can use this exercise to help you in any area of your art, creative designs. Now for me specifically, I just wanted to have something fun. I wanted to create some female characters. I went ahead and paired the item idea with a female character design and tried to merge them together. And that's why you don't want to overthink your ideas too much. Just start moving your pencil. It may be that your drawing really takes on that item literally, or when you get done with your sketch, you're like, I don't even know how that had pistachio in it because there's nothing pistachio about this drawing, but it's getting you to create. So the first one I had suggested that I went with was peanut. So I thought I would make kind of a peanut inspired girl. Moving on to the next design, which was tennis. I drew a girl playing tennis. While I enjoyed it because I don't draw a lot of sporty kind of things, I still didn't feel like I was totally getting what I was going for in this exercise. The next one I think I tackled was mushroom, which I really liked that idea. So much so that I actually put that sketch aside, and I'm going to play with that a little bit more later in depth, possibly for a finished piece. It was kind of had some things percolating in my brain. The last one I'm going to show you, which is one I turned into a coloring page, was with the word honey. So at first I wanted to create a girl who was kind of designed to be like honey, like her hair was honey and her clothes were honey, but she kind of looked more like a blob girl. So instead of going just strictly with honey, I decided to mix it with honey bee, and that's where this fun character design popped out. But again, I'm trying to push myself in my character design. So You'll notice as I begin to draw her out that I really exaggerated her hands and her feet and kind of made them look a little bit different than my normal female character designs. While the hands are more of a monsterish insect kind of hands, the feet I thought were kind of a fun idea. I was going to give her just little slippers, then I thought, well, what about little ballet slippers? But then I wanted to include the idea of a stinger. And I thought, what if she was wearing super high heels and the heel was the actual stinger itself? And so I combined a very spiky high heel shoe with a ballet slipper and kind of came up with that design. I liked it so much that I actually inked it and printed it out as a coloring page and had some fun practicing with my Copic markers, which was a super relaxing little thing to do. I haven't had a chance to just play with my Copics in a while, so that was fun. Also, if you enjoy coloring pages as well, I posted this one over on my Patreon page. So if you are one of my patrons on any level, you can head over there and download this coloring page for yourself. I find this exercise works really well across the board. Whether you're creating a human design or an animal, a robot, a monster, or even an environment, pairing it with just a random word can help you jumpstart your imagination, your inspiration. There were so many great word suggestions that I actually saved them off of my Instagram post so that if I need to do this exercise again soon, I can just go back and pick those words up. But if you guys have a random item suggestion, put that in the description box below. That way anyone who maybe needs a random item for this exercise can read in the comments and pick one out. Well guys, I hope you find this exercise helpful to you as you are continuing on your artistic journey. And once again, a big thank you to Skillshare for sponsoring today's video, helping me to continue bringing these videos to you. Make sure to check in the description box for those links. And as always, God bless you guys. Thanks for hanging out with me, and we'll see you in the next art video. Bye-bye.